Welcome to Blackman Digital Graphics. We offer design, printing and branding services using large format printing, offset and digital printing. Our approach to printing, graphics design and branding is top-notch with quality services including roll-up banners, street banners, teardrops, reflective banners, telescope banners, vehicle branding, road signages, mugs, badges, t-shirts, polo shirts, hoodies, pens, letterheads, business cards, envelopes, receipt books, brochures, flyers, posters, calendars, magazines, wedding cards, plastic ID cards, funeral programs, and many more. We also have indoor and outdoor videography, photography, and live streaming services. Visit us at our Migori Market, Onyinjo Bridge, Tiendege Stage offices. Call or WhatsApp us through 0721 379308 or 0736 352224. Connect with us on YouTube and Facebook at Blackman TV. We are on TikTok as BTV Kenya and also Blackman Studios on Facebook as well. Blackman Digital Graphics.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to the hot seat today on this 12th day of June 2024. We have waited long to have this substantive moment to actually see on some of the issues that are so substantive and befits you from whichever place you're watching from. This is BTV Kenya, your home and live television. Just from down your screen, you can see that today we have been privileged to have a visitor with us here, with whom we shall be able to see into politics based on Migori County, down from the grassroots, where we shall see into Suna East and the wards that are within Suna East, and how socially, politically and economic activities that are done within the wards, ladies and gentlemen, among other activities that we shall have within today to the county level and even to the national level. Welcome and welcome again, ladies and gentlemen, for this substantive session. Before I get further, call me Ocheng Geoffrey Onyango. This is the session of the hot seat. If not so, then let me get to our visitor today. Hello, sir. Good evening.
Thank you very much.
How are you doing?
I'm doing very well.
Yeah.
I'm glad to be with you today.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Welcome, sir. I was just told on the flight that you had from Nairobi during morning and to Lichota airstrip. Of course, a number of people have waited long to see your good face on the BTV Kenya.
I'm glad.
All right.
So much.
Just because of time, we shall be able to get to the point during the day and to this evening that people of Migori County, particularly the Suna East sub-county, that is, maybe when we just get to Suna East sub-county, where Honorable Junet Mohammed is taking charge. For if I may just start from the introductory part of it, if you don't mind, kindly.
First of all, allow me extend my regards to BTV for your invitation and for your platform.
Yeah.
My name is Crispin Owino Rao. I come from Suna East, Suna Central Ward, Suna East constituency. I'm an upcoming politician.
Yeah.
Actually, eyeing the seat you've just mentioned. I really want to displace him. I would use that term because that is the right political term to speak.
Okay.
Junet Mohammed.
Yeah.
So my ambitions, my visions will be outlaid in a plan I will reveal with the soonness of time. Meanwhile, I'm glad to discuss with you the few issues that need to be addressed in the constituency.
Okay.
I'm really glad.
Thank you so much, Honorable Crispin Owino. Let me call you Honorable today.
pleasure is all mine.
All right. I know the people of Sudan East are currently watching, and that I do not know whether it is in the public domain that you are working forth to see that Honorable is called Honorable Mohammed Junet is given out of the seat that you get to that.
Yeah, of course, there is action. It is not just a dream.
Yep.
There is action and
Okay.
a solid plan for that,
Okay.
which I will have said I will reveal in the soonest of time.
Okay.
The ambition comes that such that the youth, in particular, have to be engaged in this. We have to be involved in early politics, so we can see the face of Suna East in
Yeah.
particular
Okay.
change for progress, change in terms of development, change in terms of social accommodation, something that is currently, I would say, is lacking.
Okay.
When you walk to the grassroots levels, when you walk into the villages, everything is missing, I would say.
Okay.
So that is why an energetic and vibrant youth like Crispin Owino today have a vision to actually restore the pride of Suna East, I would say.
Okay. During the 2027?
Come 2027 elections.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, it began in the last few minutes' time, and this is the biggest session of a moment that you, the resident of Migori County or from Suna East Sub-County, you have a dream that has already been set. Now, Honorable Owino,
Yes.
had you gone to the public to address this dream that you're having for them within the Suna East Sub-County?
Officially, I've
Yep.
not been out
Okay.
to rally and make it a political make it in a political status,
Oh, yes.
like as in a rally.
Okay.
I've shown my interest and my intention to several individuals
Yeah.
that I've managed to meet, a few trusted friends,
Yeah.
and a few, I would say, I've reached out to just a lower faction
Okay.
that I've told my intentions. I've not aired it to the public, and
Okay.
of course that is why I'm here today.
All right. So the journey is begun.
The journey has begun,
Okay.
and
Thank
it
you.
began barely after elections, when everything went sour. You know how things went.
Okay. We shall get to see exactly what entails about the same. Now, Honorable Owino Crispin, maybe you address the people. If, for instance, somebody would wish to know how many wards are within your sub-county and maybe the population in that way, because you've got a dream and you must be able to know exactly these people that you're going to attend to.
All right, Suna East as a constituency
Yeah.
comprised of 4 wards, majorly Kakra Ward,
Yeah.
Suna Central Ward, Godijope Ward, and Kwa Ward,
Okay.
respectively. And in terms of population, Suna East is running at about 132,000.
Okay.
That is as per the draft report of the NBS. And we are optimistic that the number will surpass actually 132 come 2027.
Okay.
In terms of voters, it is running at 64,500 and something.
Okay.
Yeah, with the population, that is the total population, 132,000.
Okay.
Women takes the lead. They are of course the men in the country, so you can take that.
That's true.
Yes.
Okay, now that we are proceeding, Honorable Owino Crispin,
Yes.
this population seems to be not that big, and if, as per now, Honorable Janet Mohammed is in charge and has taken up to about 3 years in operation, isn't it? Now, what are some of the stumbling blocks within the sub-county that has made you feel like maybe Honorable Mohammed Junet does not do what he's supposed to be doing?
Well, my take on that is enormous.
Yeah.
Because several things
Yeah.
remain undone
Mm-hmm.
in Suna East.
Yes.
Many of which are development issues in terms of infrastructure. You really can't compare Suna East with Suna West when it comes to education and even infrastructure, because we are lagging behind. We have an absentee kind of MP who only comes home when he feels like, which is actually a disservice to the public, because it is in the Constitution and a Parliament Act gives them that mandate to come back home.
Oh, yes.
Unfortunately for us, we don't have such kind of an MP. He only comes back on a short notice that nobody will know is around, and when a few notices is around, we all know what he does. Munapanga laini. And that is it. That is the kind of leadership we have been experiencing. Now it is going to go for 15 years. Very unfortunate.
This Swahili word or sentence that goes pangalaini, what does it mean?
The pangalaini thing is Junet simply coming, people noticing he's around, and just because he's an absentee and it pretends to know what those people need, like stomach,
Okay.
He just tell you to make some line, receive some 100 or 200 shillings note that will sustain you just for a day or an hour, because it can't take you for a whole day.
Oh, yes.
And once that is done, you call it a day, and we call him an MP, and that is it. So that is a suffering people of Suna East have been going through all this while. Besides being an absentee, on the ground everything is not fine in terms of development.
Okay.
When you walk in Suna East, when you visit places, mostly schools, some are even dilapidated structures with walls on point of collapse. You can imagine. And in every financial year when bursary comes, when CDF allocation comes, there are certain things, there are certain project proposals. You find that his office, ECDF office, makes certain proposals and says they plan to do certain projects. I will give a basic example with Wasio Primary School. Wasio Primary School, the Wasio and Kwa Primary School. There was a class that was proposed by the same CDF office.
Yes.
It was proposed, and they made an allocation for it, like 2 million shillings. Unfortunately, 2 years down the line, the project stalled. It was never done, but they marked the books that it was done. So you can imagine that injustice to the people, and you can just weigh the weight of such a disservice. It was done later.
Okay.
Few months ago, if I may say. So that is the kind of leadership we have. In Suna East, and that is what Crispin Owino is seeking to revitalize the dead things, the dead issues that have not been raised and addressed properly. Yes.
Thank you, Honorable Crispin Owino. We are pushing on to see on the development. You see, I believe each and every persons that are there currently are waiting to see if there are some. When you talk about being that Honorable Mohammed Junet is an absentee, what does it mean exactly?
An absentee simply means it is just like being absent from school and you expect to pass or participate. An absentee simply means Junet stays a lot in Nairobi. He stays much in Nairobi. And his excuse forever being that I'm helping Baba. I wonder what he's helping right now. But that has always been his excuse. He's helping Baba. And that is what he used to campaign. That just give me one more time as I continue to help Baba Kuleju. So
is given promises. I'll be coming to the sub-county. Just don't mind. Okay.
That's all.
Okay, Honorable Crispin Owino.
Yes.
We have heard it over the social media throughout the country that Suna East sub-county is currently, there have been some wrangles that have been witnessed over there. And particularly with the parties, that is ODM, in which Honorable Johannet Mohammed is, and the UDA aspirants that are within Suna East. The UDA leader says that, aspirant says that the allocation of funds are not well used within the sub-county. Parao, if at all you will be standing, for instance, or you are already there as a politician within that sub-county, would you mind a party?
Of course, I will have to.
Yes.
Because the nature of Nyanza politics, as it is right now, you either come with ODM or you are knocked off. Or you become an independent candidate and beg for mercies from the people. Like we saw it happen with somebody I won't mention. So for me, as Crispin, I mind coming with a party. And right now it will be too early to mention which party, because things change. A day in politics is quite a long day. So I want to make a decision on which party to come with. But when the right time comes, I will unveil it to the public. Which party I will be running for, I will be running with, or on behalf.
Okay, this question comes following the rampant registration of a UDA party within Suna East sub-county. That's why maybe the resident of place would wish to know that now that Honorable Crispin is coming in, is he coming with the UDA private candidature or ODM, for instance?
I just maintain my position I've said seconds ago. It is still early to unveil to the public which party I'll be running on. But I'll comment on the few issues ongoing concerning UDA and ODM. First of all, UDA is UDA like we all know it, and it has political rights to traverse the whole nation, to be accepted or rejected by anybody anybody willing to. For example, as it is right now, as we speak, there are several candidates who are out there already campaigning in Suna East. If you allow me, I will mention a few of them.
No complaints.
Like Mheshimiwa Bruno Tino Liande. Like Job Tambo, whom I've never seen. Nobody has ever seen him. We only see him in pictures. And we are told he operates, he lives and operates in South Africa, which is very ironical and very much funny. There is this guy again, like myself also. There is again this guy called Calvins, among many other people. But let me just take on the two. That is Bruno and Tambo. First of all, I will take on Bruno. Honorable Bruno is very inconsistent in his politics. Although he's very loud, he has been very loud in Suna East, but inconsistent. The other time he just posted. And he has got very wonderful bloggers who know how to lie to him. So he just posted the other day that is likely to come with UDA. But previously, earlier on, he had also, there's a blogger called Olema who had just blogged that this is when Bruno went and met Obado, former governor Mheshimiwa Obado, And the blogger was quick to say, oh, it is like Bruno is coming with the Governor Bado's party, the PDP.
Yeah.
So he ran along with all that, fooling everybody around that is likely to come with PDP, only to change it a month later. And we saw him took some photos with Raymond Omola, and the same blogger was quick to say, oh, we have changed the gears. We are now coming with UDA.
Yeah.
So he's a lost sheep, I would say, who is really trying to lure the Sunnis, trying to trap them so he can have a better piece of flesh, just like Junet.
Okay.
So UD as a party, talking of UD as a party, we all know they are currently registering people.
Yeah.
I won't say they have really got deep into Sunnaist, because I've never seen them. I don't know where and how they operate.
Okay.
But as it stands, we have some few individuals even vying from that area, and we won't deny them. But as it stands right now, in my own opinion, ODM is still strong, including Junet himself. I guess for the privilege, just because of the privilege he has as the minority whip of the National Assembly. But ODM is strong. UDA registration, whether it comes with Raymond Omolo, whether he takes photo with Clovis or Ruto himself, people will have to make their choice. But the UDA registration turnout in Sunnaist is that dismal. ODM as a party remains to dominate. That is in my view.
Okay. Thank you, Honorable Crispin. As we proceed forth, we have also witnessed that Sunnaist is a cosmopolitan place, and there have been some kind of different perspectives of on the residents of the place, based on some facts that you may highlight shortly. If I may ask a question today, what about these ethnic-based wrangles that are within the Sunnaist?
Ethnicity first, addressing ethnicity as a problem, because in Kenya it seemed to be much negative than positive. First of all, Kenya as a country is a country stuck in the middle of identity crisis, where your second name determines where you work, the kind of job you do, and with whom you work, and with whom you work. So having O in your name is considered a blunder, because you are not, there is no promotion for you in this country. There is no stake for you in this country. And we have been always told on a daily basis that the shareholders are only from Central and Rift Valley, and we have heard them say it consistently every time. So having O in your name is considered a problem for you, and that is your own cross to carry. And personally, I've seen an individual denied a job in the county of Kisii, just because of all that. But ethnicity is affecting the entire nation. This community and some other communities have really sacrificed a lot, but when it comes to revenue allocation, resources, and maybe public service delivery, that should be for everybody paying and not paying tax due to maybe some few legal issues we all know, is guaranteed, So when it comes to Sunnaist, it is very open. We all know how it happens. Especially, I must start with bursary, of course, because that is where this ethnicity comes in. Sunnaist, being a cosmopolitan area, like you've said, consists of Kisis are there. It consists of Maragolis are there, the lawyers. Luos majority, Koreans are there, because Ogwedi borders Korea. So we have many of them. But when it comes to bursary allocation or disbursement, the manner in which this is done, there are just a few people in that committee that I will not mention,
Yeah.
who always ask this random question like, who knows you? Whose son are you? Or whose daughter are you in this town? We seem not to know you, please. And we vote in my area. Nyinyi ndio mulenye Junet, you see? Every day you come here, you want bursary, but you don't give Junet your votes. We all know. So please, mind your own business. Or they would pretend to award it to you, but it doesn't reflect on the bank accounts, the school bank account. So you fool me once, it is me. You see? So that is how things happen.
Okay.
That is in bursary. When it comes to chances like those for KDF, I know MPs are guaranteed some few positions,
Okay.
or rather a privilege to have some few. When it comes to police officer, there are these people in this constituency. Ever since 2013, they are the beneficiaries of these things.
Yeah.
They are the beneficiaries of bursaries. All the way since 2013, they have educated their children. No, none of their children is in school, but they still source it for their neighbors, maybe at Kanyamkago. Some neighbors maybe at Nyateke, you know, but just ignoring innocent residents, voters, Sunaist residents, constituents, both by birth and by, because Kenya we all have that right.
Yeah.
After they benefit from these bursaries, they educate their children until they have none left in school. They're the same people who get these privileges of jobs. You see, they're the same people whose sons and daughters will be taken to KDF or prisons or or Kenya police, and they're the same people. The same people I know of a few of them.
Yes.
Who are the beneficiaries of bursary to job, and again they're given some land, and the so-called Mheshimiwa built for them. I'm not afraid to say this.
Yes.
They have good houses. Those people live very well, I can tell you. I wish I could give you examples so you can go and see for yourself. So these people enjoy this, and there are few compared to the voters. There are few, if we can leave them now to vote for Junet, they can't even reach that. But they're the beneficiaries. Like in the past financial years, past 2 financial years, there are over 12 million that cannot be accounted for. It can't not be accounted for. And of course, we are waiting for the Auditor General's report of this year. And we will also see some mess. So, ethnicity in Suna East as a constituency is rampant.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Crispin. How can we get out of this kind of bottleneck within the sub-county?
The only solution, what I would call the only solution, is first to elect the right leaders. Let us not elect politicians. Let us elect leaders who have portrayed the ability to exercise leadership the rightful way. When somebody is an absentee, he never keeps in touch with the ground, is never updated on the problems facing the ground. He's only told, no, Mheshimiwa, you're doing fine. You just stay in Nairobi, we're handling this. But what they are actually handling, we all know. You see, we all know. So this time round, I would wish that people of Suna East, I would wish them to give it to a youthful leader who would unite the people of Suna East, regardless of their ethnic background, who would call the youth on the table, because it is the youth that suffer most. I am a youth. I understand how hard it is to get a job. I understand how being rejected because of your political affiliation or because of your ethnic background being rejected for a job
Yeah.
feels like. I also understand what Suna East as a constituency needs. And in my next, if I will have time next time, I will unveil my plan to them. I will unveil my the areas of key concern. But for now, I will just enlighten them of a few. If you see places like Osengo, this is a very fertile place. Nearly all the maize we eat in town, both roasted and these boiled ones, come from Osengo. But these people are never given attention. If you walk to that area, that Opasi area, if you walk to Nyaduong area, we border the sugar belt areas like we, meaning they partially practice the sugar plantation, but there is nowhere they take their sugar cane, and no one is bothered because Sony went under. All right, those who are directly employed have lost a job. They are no longer taking their children to school properly, and this bursary thing keeps on lying to them. Like they're given 10,000, I would say. How much is a school fee, and how much is 10,000 in Kenya today? And that is what they rely on, with no basic income, with no completely nothing. If you look at Andingo, this is a place that deserves a market because of its population, in terms of community engagement. But they don't have any. They just meet there around. I think government giving them attention will be of much help to them.
Okay.
Among many other places I've not mentioned, there is need to change the face of Suna East to a more productive area than as it is right now.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Crispin Owino. Ladies and gentlemen, over here is the Honorable Crispin Owino. We are trying just to see deep into the county politics, beginning the grassroots, where now we are based in Suna East sub-county. Being that Honorable Owino now is looking forth to take the polls of 2027 against Honorable Johannet Mohammed, who is now currently the MP of Suna East. Some of the roles, as you know, according to the Constitution of Kenya, is plan strategies, develop some policies, scrutinize the proposed legislation, and discuss parliamentary business, generally representing the party at the electorate levels. Ladies and gentlemen, as per now, you can as well follow us on BTV Kenya, your home live TV, and place any inquiries. If at all you are thinking of a question, put it on a Facebook platform over there, and we shall revisit in the short while. If not so, then let me create a moment of a commercial break, then we shall be back.
Welcome to Blackman Digital Graphics. We offer design, printing and branding services using large format printing, offset and digital printing. Our approach to printing, graphics design and branding is top-notch with quality services including roll-up banners, street banners, teardrops, reflective banners, telescope banners, vehicle branding, road signages, mugs, badges, t-shirts, polo shirts, hoodies, pens, letterheads, business cards, envelopes, receipt books, brochures, flyers, posters, calendars, magazines, wedding cards, plastic ID cards, funeral programs, and many more. We also have indoor and outdoor videography, photography, and live streaming services. Visit us at our Migori Market, Onyinjo Bridge, Tiendege Stage offices. Call or WhatsApp us through 0721 379308 or 0736 352224. Connect with us on YouTube and Facebook at Blackman TV. We are on TikTok as BTV Kenya and also Blackman Studios on Facebook as well. Blackman Digital Graphics. Quality you can trust. Welcome to Blackman Digital Graphics. We offer design, printing and branding services using large format printing, offset and digital printing. Our approach to printing, graphics design and branding is top-notch with quality services including roll-up banners, street banners, teardrops, reflective banners, telescope banners, vehicle branding, road signages, mugs, badges, t-shirts, polo shirts, hoodies, pens, letterheads, business cards, envelopes, receipt books, brochures, flyers, posters, calendars, magazines, wedding cards, plastic ID cards, funeral programs, and many more. We also have indoor and outdoor videography, photography, and live streaming services. Visit us at our Migori Market, Onyinjo Bridge, Tiendege Stage offices. Call or WhatsApp us through 0721 379308 or 0736 352224. Connect with us on YouTube and Facebook at Blackman TV. We are on TikTok as BTV Kenya and also Blackman Studios on Facebook as well. Blackman Digital Graphics. Quality you can trust. Welcome to Blackman Digital Graphics. We offer design, printing and branding services using large format printing, offset and digital printing. Our approach to printing, graphics design and branding is top-notch with quality services including roll-up banners, street banners, teardrops, reflective banners, telescope banners, vehicle branding, road signages, mugs, badges, t-shirts, polo shirts, hoodies, pens, letterheads, business cards, envelopes, receipt books, brochures, flyers, posters, calendars, magazines, wedding cards, plastic ID cards, funeral programs, and many more. We also have indoor and outdoor videography, photography, and live streaming services. Visit us at our Migori Market, Onyinjo Bridge, Tiendege Stage offices. Call or WhatsApp us through 0721 379308 or 0736 352224. Connect with us on YouTube and Facebook at Blackman TV. We are on TikTok as BTV Kenya and also Blackman Studios on Facebook as well. Blackman Digital Graphics. Quality you can trust. Welcome to Blackman Digital Graphics. We offer design, printing and branding services using large format printing, offset and digital printing. Our approach to printing, graphics design and branding is top-notch with quality services including roll-up banners, street banners, teardrops, reflective banners, roll signages, mugs, badges, t-shirts, polo shirts, hoodies, pens, letterheads, business cards, envelopes, receipt books, brochures, flyers, posters, calendars, magazines, wedding cards, Blackman Digital Graphics. Quality you can trust. Welcome to Blackman Digital Graphics. We offer design, printing and branding services using large format printing, offset and digital printing. Our approach to printing, graphics design and branding is top-notch with quality services including roll-up banners, street banners, teardrops, reflective banners, telescope banners, vehicle branding, road signages, mugs, badges, t-shirts, polo shirts, hoodies, pens, letterheads, business cards, envelopes, receipt books, brochures, flyers, posters, calendars, magazines, wedding cards, plastic ID cards, funeral programs, and many more. We also have indoor and outdoor videography, photography, and live streaming services. Visit us at our Migori Market, Onyinjo Bridge, Tiendege Stage offices. Call or WhatsApp us through 0721 379308 or 0736 352224. Connect with us on YouTube and Facebook at Blackman TV. We are on TikTok as BTV Kenya and also Blackman Studios on Facebook as well. Blackman Digital Graphics. Quality you can trust. Welcome to Blackman Digital Graphics. We offer design, printing and branding services using large format printing, offset and digital printing. Our approach to printing, graphics design and branding is top-notch with quality services including roll-up banners, street banners, teardrops, reflective banners, telescope banners, vehicle branding, road signages, mugs, badges, t-shirts, polo shirts, hoodies, pens, letterheads, business cards, envelopes, receipt books, brochures, flyers, posters, calendars, magazines, wedding cards, plastic ID cards, funeral programs, and many more. We also have indoor and outdoor videography, photography, and live streaming services. Visit us at our Migori Market, Onyinjo Bridge, Tiendege Stage offices. Call or WhatsApp us through 0721 37 9308 or 0736 35 2224. Connect with us on YouTube and Facebook at Blackman TV. We are on TikTok as BTV Kenya and also Blackman Studios on Facebook as well. Blackman Digital Graphics. Quality you can trust. Welcome to Blackman Digital Graphics. We offer design, printing and branding services using large format printing, offset and digital printing. Our approach to printing, graphics design and branding is top-notch with quality services including roll-up banners, street banners, teardrops, reflective banners, telescope banners, vehicle branding, road signages, mugs, badges, t-shirts, polo shirts, hoodies, pens, letterheads, business cards, envelopes, receipt books, brochures, flyers, posters, calendars, magazines, wedding cards, plastic ID cards, funeral programs, and many more. We also
Very right, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, after taking a bottle of water, we are right back here on the hot seat, being the session of our program this evening. We believe that you are okay down there following the programs that are ongoing right now. Here with me is Honorable Crispin Owino, the aspiring candidate of East or Suna East sub-county. Now, getting back to the session of the program, Honorable, somebody would wish to know, the resident of the county, of the sub-county, of the ward within Suna East sub-county, would wish to know the state of politics at the county level. We see that Migori County, as of now, under His Excellency Honorable Ochilo Ayako, is working tirelessly hard to see that those people who are not qualified in the work at the offices are removed through the scrutiny that's ongoing. It has come to his realization that there are quite a number of people who are owning the public office when they don't have these qualifications. What's your take on this, if at all you've come around such information?
Well, it really sounds funny.
Yes.
But our governor realized the importance of cleansing his administration. But he's forgetting to make it clear to us that the 200 million he once paid to the ghost workers is in the public domain. He has not come out clear and told us no, although he went to the Senate. He has not told us who are these people. He paid 200 million shillings. His name is in the public domain. When the Public Accounts Committee invited him up, they established that. He has not come out and told us, no, those people who received that amount of money have so far been expelled out. He's today making it a cosmetic exercise so as to please us, or rather to fool us, that is doing the right thing. He is not. It's not,
So
because
it means up to now it has not been in the public domain where the 200 million was or went. It's just an allegation that there are ghost workers who are paid this money.
it is not an allegation. It is something that was established by the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, our senator could not talk about it,
Mm-hmm.
but it was established.
Okay.
It is in the public domain. If I got it,
Mm-hmm.
how comes you didn't got it?
Could
Right?
it be?
You didn't get it.
Could it be just a plan through the county government, or it's true that this 200 million was paid to people who are ghost workers?
200 million was paid to figures
Yeah.
he was unable to explain to the committee. They are the ghost workers, of course. If you can't mention their names, they don't exist. All right?
No, it's with accountability, it comes the other way. It's beyond the human understanding, because if you have paid, for instance, if you pay Geoffrey, you are being paid, let's say 80,000 per month, then there's an indication that you have been paid. If you cannot mention through your audit that you have paid who and who within this within a month or so, it's beyond human understanding. How could this be, sir?
That is, that I would say, that is actually an insult to the intelligence of Kenya
Mm-hmm.
and to my own intelligence.
Yeah.
You don't need to be a professor to be told
Mm-hmm.
that a lawyer like Governor Chil
Yeah.
is unable to tell the Senate, who represents the public, that 200 million was paid to so and so. That was last year.
Mm-hmm.
You may wonder what has happened in the period since last year around, it was around May.
May,
Just
April.
around, not May, I'm just forgetting the time, the actual date, but around that time
Mm-hmm.
to now, you don't know. And if if he was refusing to give out their names,
Mm-hmm.
what was their qualifications to be given that amount of money?
Mm-hmm.
You get my point?
Yeah.
If he can't mention their name, then they are not worthy receiving that 200 million.
Mm-hmm.
They must have no qualifications,
Mm-hmm.
and they must have been the people. They must have been the people.
Yeah.
He is today pretending to be flashing out.
Mm-hmm.
I think they are now taking more than he can take.
Okay.
They are now running away with it all,
Mm-hmm.
and he's not happy. That is why he's now playing it in the public. He's now displaying it in the public gallery
Mm-hmm.
to be doing a commendable job. I would wish to tell Governor Chile,
Yeah.
please, please. It all started when you got into office. You flashed out. Of course, you had prerogative to come in with a new team. But the first team you got into office with was comprised of the ghost workers,
Mm-hmm.
the unqualified. I know of a few individuals who serve in high position with fake papers.
Mm-hmm.
I know of them. I know of a few of them.
Mm-hmm.
If indeed he's doing that with utmost good faith,
Mm-hmm.
then let him come out and give us the end result. Just know the Migori residents are watching.
Mm-hmm.
We are watching, and we want to be cynical.
Yeah.
This time round, we are going to hold it up
Mm-hmm.
to task,
Okay.
and we will explain to us,
Mm-hmm.
and will tell us these people,
Mm-hmm.
and at least, if possible, for just public accountability and transparency,
Mm-hmm.
we need their names.
Yeah.
We need to know their names. Use any platform available
Mm-hmm.
and tell us so and so. I've been serving, but I have no qualifications. Even if you don't just mention their name, at least give us concrete number
Mm-hmm.
of these people.
I'm trying to imagine.
You see?
Mm-hmm. So it means, Honorable Crispin, somebody would wish to, or somebody may mind to know that between the time that this issue about 200 million was in the public domain up to now, why is it that the county government is quiet, totally quiet about the same? Now, when we look at the effect that is ongoing about those that are not qualified, and being that they are in the office working and they're getting paid. You can imagine 200 billion is not small money. And if at all it goes through payment, then a number of people, those that have been paid are very many, very, very many. And within the county, we haven't heard of some people who have been sacked out of work. If at all they are still there, they will still remain ghosts. You can imagine that. Now, the same story that is ongoing is that
That is why.
the governor is working on how to get out of office those that are not qualified. And as
That's
for now,
That's why I say
yeah,
he is doing a cosmetic exercise.
it's just
It is just a cosmetic exercise.
yeah.
Because if he is genuine, that is doing a real work,
Yeah.
he has no option but to tell the people that when this is what I did, and these are the people I found that have been stealing your money. Because if you are being paid for what you have not worked for, you are a thief. You won't convince us that you are working. So let him come out and tell us these are the people. And please, with all due respect, I'm sending them home to please go and get good certification and come back, so he can absorb. Their positions can absorb
Yeah.
the already legitimate and qualified you we have in town. Otherwise, let him continue wearing us with makeup. Yeah, that
So-
cosmetic is good.
Okay. I'm trying to imagine, but I hope the government of His Excellency Chilayaku is going to work on the same. Maybe it's the first attempt that they are beginning now that they remove those that are not qualified from the office. Honorable Crispin, let's get to the national level and see the UDA wrangles that are ongoing about the Financial Bill Act. The previous day you saw that there's a bill in Parliament, and this discussion is ongoing, though it has been also in the public that parliamentarians are working on how to push it out.
Well, I sometimes get afraid to discuss this thing,
Yes.
this finance bill thing, because it is getting too much and out of hand. However much noise we make as Kenyans, this
Yeah.
government will never listen.
Yeah.
This is a charlatan. He has an history of lying,
Yeah.
all right? He lied to us last year that, oh, finance bill, we are going to consolidate all your ideas.
Yeah.
Over 2,000 memoranda was sent to them. None of them. In fact, they trashed all our views and said, oh, let majority have their say and minority have their, let majority have their way and the minority have their say.
Yeah.
We talked, my friend, we talked, and you saw. We even wore sufurias on our heads, but they passed it. And those MPs that helped them pass the bill, and we saw people like Majority Whip coming out clearly and telling Kenyans that you are fools because we bought them at 2 million shillings. We bought MPs to go and have this bill passed. So there's like the likelihood of the same repeating. It's very high. They are going to buy them. This time around, I would like to tell Kenyans, fellow Kenyans, that let us keep an eye on those MPs that are going to vote on another suicide bill, like finance bill, because the bill is not passed yet, and we have seen companies closing down. What is the fate of the employment in the country? What will be the fate of employment in the country in the next 1 year after finance bill? Already, like 3 of them have shut down because they are very sure this bill is going to pass, whether we like it or not. You see those things, those retreat, those public participation and retreats ongoing that are almost ending. I would also use the same one. They are cosmetic. They are just there to tick a book and say, no, we have done public participation. But they are not doing the right thing. All those views are going to be trashed. 27, I think they will have their way more because we have no any other. Yeah, I think that is okay.
Okay.
So for the finance bill, I would wish to ask our people to please, our representatives that we dearly elected, some of whom we do not even vote for, and we wonder how they got to those positions. We beg them that please bear with us.
Yeah.
it is too much. We are drowning in that bridge, that water under that bridge.
Yeah.
We are drowning. We barely cannot afford 2 meals a day. And it was just a finance. It was, they say, 1 teaspoon of poison. That Kenyans, no, just relax, just 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon of poison in a cup of tea is enough to take you out. This one is a drumload of poison in a well.
Cups, right?
And they're telling us, no, just please relax. Relax, it is going to be fine. Do you have to die first to go to heaven? That is in the Bible. We are not in the Bible.
Thank you, Honorable Crispin Owino. Ladies and gentlemen, we are pushing on just slowly by slowly. We hope you're watching out there and you as well not miss a word for us on the Facebook platform out there. We shall be able to see which ones exactly, and your concern will be addressed professionally. Now, as we proceed, Honorable Owino, now to the end bit of the program, let's see something little on the state of Migori politics, whereby Honorable Ochilo, just as we had seen into his effort in removing those that are not qualified from office and that they do not deserve those seats. You saw it the other day, Honorable Mark Nyamita, and the ODM issue after the meeting was called and it was taken out of track as per the party proceedings. Now you find that Mark Nyamita and Peter Masara of Suna West are talking about governorship come 2027. What's your take about these speedy wrangles that are between these 3 leaders?
This statement will be an opinion of a concerned citizen. Because, yeah, I speak as a concerned citizen.
I'm trying to imagine.
These guys, let me just address them with decorum.
Yeah, yes.
Our Ishimiwa, I think there's a problem somewhere. Because there's a contentious bill before them to rescue Kenyans, which they are forgetting to address. They are forgetting to address. But they are coming back to Governor Ochilo, who is doing his work with his MCAs. I've never seen the MCAs riot against Ochilo. I've never seen them, although there are some few issues that he has managed to contain.
Yeah.
Seeing Honorable Mark Nyamita coming to tell Governor Ochilo that he's incompetent, and in fact urging some MCAs to impeach him, because I heard him say that at a stopover rally somewhere. I don't know, because their bloggers are very accurate. It is very disingenuous for him. It is very disingenuous. Like, I mean, MP's duties. He is currently the MP.
Yeah.
He is not an aspirant for governor. His duties are well stated in the document we have, the Constitution. But he's busy fighting the governor instead of addressing the finance bill. If he wants to become Migori County Governor, Mark Nyamita Mheshimiwa, please, 2027 is about you hold a position. And by the way, they have become very hyperactive. Fighting live. And I heard him say, hey, tumewezana. Mulifikiri, hey. We all know your pronouncements. The fact that you are being antagonistic at this level is not helpful to your people. Please address the challenges at hand. Finance bill being one of them. All right? Then come back, we will listen to what you have to say. Lest we forget that last time you voted yes for the bill. You voted yes. So you are coming here to make noise again like you did last time. And when they tell you to, when they put the question, you vote yes. We are watching. A concerned citizen is watching. The guards will have to stand on top of vehicles to tell us, oh, governor is not performing. We know he's not performing. We'll talk about that later. But are you performing? That is the question. Are you performing? Because we have seen several schools in North Kanyamkago, very dilapidated. We have seen some places very, very inhumane. We have seen them. Your bloggers are doing us a very good job, but please, if you are sure that you want to become Migori County Governor, address the finance bill and let us see you use that privilege you have in State House as a UDA, whatever, to knock it off. Otherwise, we have no room for you. But we are watching. From Peter Masara, Mheshimiwa Masara, I think we should just discuss this broadly, kidogo. Here are three people talking about the state of politics. And I heard you last time, some issues erupting, like there is a possibility of merging of Nyameta and Masara merging. As I speak at a point of an analyst, I don't see that happening in the near future or forever, unless they decide to change the discourse. For example, what is in it for either Masara or Nyameta to merge? Because for you to merge and form a coalition, it is a 50-50 win situation, because in politics, there is no coincidence. You have to give me 50, I give you 50. What is in it for merging with Nyameta? Two, in my view, these two cannot work together. They cannot, because these are two people that are very hyperactive. From their engagements with the ground, it is obvious, usually violent, both of them, from how they talk and address each other. They cannot work together. People are going to kill themselves. They're going to die. Do you remember the story of Sankara and Blaise Compaoré of Burkina Faso? They were volatile. They were hyperactive and very opinionated like Masara, Nyameta, and Ochilo. There is no possible merging in these two. Each and every, unless one of them decide to say, no, I leave it for you. But with their real intentions, Migori politics is very funny. Geopolitical strategy of Migori County as is common. We are from Korea nation to Luo nation. One of them must produce a governor and another produce a deputy. But Nyameta and Masara are from the same area. I wonder who is going to be deputy as one another, because a merging, a coalition has a 50-50 win. And
maybe, if at all, they may not merge for that matter, and that each of them wants the position of a governor come 2027. Whom do you think would fit that particular post?
All right. As an analyst,
yes,
and as a concerned citizen, Masara Peter Francis stands a good chance to winning governor. Given that he's from borderline. I've heard them say that, even Mr. Lusana said it some few months ago, the borderline and sugar belt thing. Drawing politics on that basis. From borderline, Masara stands a good chance of winning governor position. And this is my reason. We have had governor from Sugar Belt, formerly from Uri. The senator was from Awendo. Both the late Ben and the Ochilo. You see that? We have had senator from the same two areas. Is it only for them? Of course not. These are two IP. Because if it was his idea to withdraw, then he must have foreseen the future. If he was advised by his personal by his political advisors, then they are very clever. But if he was advised by the governor, then again, it was something very clever. Because because Honorable Diege, being the speaker, could have put him in wrangles with some of the MCs from Suna West.
Oh, yes, yeah.
We all know he's our son, we know him better. We know a few things I won't mention about him. We know. He could have made some wrangles, and remember, he's still interested in the Suna West political MP seat. That could have denied him chance come 2027. So he thought it wise to withdraw and at least have it replaced with somebody from the area that will have no effect in his political ground. You see
now, Honorable, how weighty is Honorable Ochilo in his position, and now that he's going to also vie for the same position come 2027 in comparison to Honorable Nyambita for that matter? Maybe?
Governor Ochilo, I think he also feels it that the ground is shifting because he's not doing as he promised. He's not delivering. He has managed to deliver on a few things. School, for example, I've seen him reopen technical TVETs. I've seen him build some few classrooms, ECD classrooms within his jurisdiction, within his name. And I've also seen him do some few things with the to the farmers, like giving them seeds, some cows, I remember back then, and a few things. But the most important thing he ought to have done, he has not done. To the youth, he promised some job, remember.
Okay.
Governors' ability to create job opportunities. Let him come forth and tell us, oh, people of Migori, my youth, in the past 19 months, this is what I've done. At least this is these are the jobs I've managed to create for you. All right. This is the jobs I've managed to create for you. So, to the best interest of my people, please now have me for the second time. At least we'll consider it. But if he's unable to come and tell us the kind of jobs he has created, because the last time we visited that sweet potato plant in Korea, it went under. It is not operating. I wonder what happened. But that is some place, that is a company that employed some few people. These people seamlessly lost their job. They lost their jobs.
Now, Honorable, when we look at Honorable Diege and Honorable Mark Nyamita, and that maybe Mark Nyamita may fit the position of a governor come 2027, would it be not an obvious chance for Honorable Diege for that position? Because I think he's the only threat now.
Ndiege, what position?
Diege in a constituency position.
This is going to be determined by Masara's decision, whether to go for the governor or no. The idea of everything was that Ndiege must have been told or is sure that Masara is going to leave the MP seat, and that is why he withdrew to maintain his intact vote in Suna West, so that it doesn't interfere. So that you don't interfere with a few MCs that are supporting him. All right? He is sure. Now, should Masara not go for that top seat, the result is the same. Like we saw it the other time, it's going to repeat itself. All right? Because between Masara and Nyamita, none of them, with the look of, without things are on the ground, none of them is ready to retreat. None of them is ready to retreat. And that is why Governor Ochilo should now come with facts, not mere politics and endorsements like it happened last time. We won't accept it. We won't accept it. Because he cannot come and tell us how many jobs he created and how many things he has done that are impactful to the people of Migori County. So Honorable Diege stand a chance to win should Masara go for the top seat. he stand a good chance because he's irreplaceable. He's the only threat Masara had, and Masara has managed to contain him.
Okay.
Yeah. So Governor Ochilo only tried to propose him to that position. So at least should Masara pie, they would have divided votes in Sona West.
Okay.
So Ndiege must have seen this early and withdrew from the politics. He has refused to be a scapegoat for His Excellency the Governor.
Yeah,
Yes.
Thank you, Honorable Crispin Owino. Maybe of the session. Ladies and gentlemen, we are coming into the last bit of the hot seat today. It has been a very marvelous discussion that befits you from whichever place you are right now. We hope that you are seated comfortably on or in your chair or enjoying your meal during this evening. And the Migori politics actually, Honorable Owino, we actually request that one time you come again so that we proceed from maybe the point that we are going to leave it, because these people had not learned quite a number of things based on the Migori politics, starting the grassroots out to the county level. Maybe your last bit as we come to the end of the program.
All right. To the people of Sona East, I'm privileged to be amongst you as you are very own. I'm also glad that you have been able to accept me as your own. The vision I have for Sona East is that of a leader and not a politician. We have done our best and we have shown to the world that we are not a tribalistic nation, because were we, then I think the current MP couldn't have gotten any chance. We are just loyal people. We are very, very faithful to ourselves and to our ethnicity. We have managed to show solidarity. Please stand with me in the fight for this. Please also support me so that we can all go to Canaan, I would say, together. The very youths of Sona East constituency, I have you at heart, and I'm working tirelessly to ensure that we have something genuine and something lucrative for you, and not only politics. I also pray that it descend to you that we see our problems the way they are and not accept anybody to come in between to lure us with their petty handouts that they're already dishing out there, so that we get confused once again and vote the wrong and vote the wrong leaders. My prayer also is that God grant you the serenity to push on. My name is Crispin Owino. I'll be engaging you on a daily basis, both on my social media platforms, Facebook Crispin Owino, and Twitter Crispin Owino, and Instagram Crispin Owino Kenya. I really appreciate the BTV team for their platform and their growing aptitude that we grow with them together. Please let us support, let us go to their link, subscribe, watch them often, increase their viewers so we can get supported. They support us, we support you, you support us, and we call it a nation. About finance bill, keep a keen look at your MPs. Which side are they going to vote? Because it is the only place or scenario that your MP can help you, because they are not helping us mostly. If they happen to pass this bill, let them come and pass through your hands come 2027. Otherwise, I'm very grateful for the team. I'm very grateful to meet Mr. Geoffrey Chin. I'm really glad. Pleasure is all mine.
Pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are coming to the end bit of the hot seat today. Okay, I know you are smiling out there, and that it was hotter than somebody could imagine. Next time we call upon you and every other persons that you can give a beacon to, that this is the only TV station that gives you all the foundations socially, politically, and all that is that you need effectively. Ladies and gentlemen, have a beautiful night as we see each other the next day. Goodbye.